Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, you get to see my studio today, but if you're listening back, no worries. Today, it's been a while since I've done a podcast, and I've been trying to set up my studio to really kind of encourage me to be in here a little bit more. So there might be a little less walkie-talkie style podcasts and videos coming out, and a little bit more me in my home little base, and kind of actually is what I want to talk about a little bit in terms of just motivation. So going with that, it's just like lately with this new job that I've got, a lot of my brain power has been going towards that. So it's kind of a question of how do you really juggle everything effectively? How do you do the full-time work, spending time with family, kids, and try and work on a project that you want to work on? And really, in my mind, there's only one sort of solution to that, and it's to get up earlier and earlier and earlier. So originally, when I was in between the jobs, I would get up at 7 and I would go for my walk, I'd do a video, and by the time I got home it was posted on YouTube, it was posted on Spotify, and my other half and our child wouldn't wake up till about 8:30. So that worked quite well, gave me an hour and a half in the mornings to do that sort of stuff. And then what happened after that was that she decided she wanted to wake up earlier, so they started waking up at 7, which meant if I wanted that hour and a half like I did previously, it would be 5:30 in the morning I'd have to be getting up, which isn't necessarily that bad, but just that extra hour having to get up started to really mess with the consistency. Like previously, you could see if you look back, there was like 8 days in a row where I was posting, and then now it's sometimes a week or 2 weeks between posts, and it's constantly been playing on my mind. So today, for example, as well, originally I was going to get up early and I was going to make a video and all of that, but then my half said she's going out, she's going to meet a friend, she's going to be leaving about 8:30, 9. I don't have to leave for work until about 11. So I was like, cool, I can come in and I can do something, I can have a bit of me time doing some videos and stuff after you go. And that was the plan. The time is now 10:15 in the morning when I'm filming this. So and they left before 9. I've wasted an hour and a half. Just completely wasted. I've been sat on the sofa, I've been on my phone, I've been watching videos, I've been doing nothing productive. And it's just that drive, that motivation just to go, that's my time slot, I'm doing it, and actually showing up. And so that's what I need to start really working on. I mean, there's side bits I need to work on as well. I need to start training very soon. We've got a big day coming up in April, 2.5 months away, and I need to be ready for that. And at the moment, not at all. Have lost a little bit of weight, but I'm still kicking at the high end of 70 kilograms, whereas really my ideal weight is the high end of 60. Just sort of just lean muscle. So I need to try and find a way to fit that in as well. And it keeps coming back to, I've just got to get up earlier and earlier and earlier, and making sure I'm going to bed on time. Like normally I don't go to bed until about 12. So that there is a problem, because if I'm trying to get up at 5:30, the motivation's not going to be there, because I'm going to wake up, I'm going to be tired, I need to sit, chill, relax and everything like that. So in order for me to do A, get up early, I need to do B, go to sleep earlier. So this week is going to be a big focus on me trying to get to sleep earlier, so that I can actually spend time doing the stuff that I want to do. The other flip side of that is work. So I have a couple of early shifts this week, which means I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning So I start work at 5:30. So then me getting up early is fine. But if I wanted to do a video before, that would be about 3:30. I'd have to wake up. That's not happening. That's not. I'm sorry. That ain't happening. So in order for me to try and fit everything in, time management is massive. And it's massive with everyone. And it's not just enough to go, oh, I'm going to do this here and I'm going to do this there. You have to really like knock out what you want to achieve during that time, because if it's just a vague concepts are procrastination, just an absolute procrastination sinkhole. And whereas if you have an actual plan written down, I'm going to film this with detail, so you know what you're going in to achieve, or I'm going to do this workout, I'm going to do this plan, or I'm going to go for this walk or this run, and you put stats, you put figures, you put content to it, it's going to help you achieve it so much more. Now, the other thing is getting that emotional connection. Now, I do this with staff that I train and sort of PT clients I've had in the past, getting that emotional connection. Now, I know all of this stuff. It's just very hard to do it to yourself. And that's what I struggle with. So, you know, a client, I would be asking them, what's their goal? Why is that important to them? How would they feel if they didn't hit that goal? Why is it important they never feel like that? So let's bring it all back round to the goal. Why is it so important to you that you achieve this goal? And you end up getting that emotional connection, and it's so good, so much better to really help people out. So that's what I have to do. For some reason, I don't have an emotional connection to my goal, probably because I haven't set myself a goal. You know, so what I want to do is sit down, set a fitness goal. I want to set a streamer goal with what I'm doing with the Unedited Dad project and the podcasts and everything like that. I need to put them all together. I need to create clear, concise goals. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But it's the biggest thing for me is that time management, and I can understand more now being a dad when people say, oh, I don't have enough time, because you do struggle to find time, because your mind is constantly, well, if I'm doing this, that's taking me away from my family, and I don't want to be away from my family. But if I'm with my family, there will be times where my mind drifts to this stuff because I'm not doing anything with it, and then that's going to make me feel bad. So I put a bit more time into this, and then it takes me away from my family, and then I'm thinking I should be with my family, and that's going to make me feel bad. And it's a never-ending cycle. So my personal only solution is to get up earlier. So that's what I'm going to have to do. If I want to succeed in this, I'm going to have to make a change there. Going to bed earlier, waking up earlier. So I'm going to wake up 5:30 tomorrow so that I can have a good hour after I've set everything up and turned everything on, and be back in the house for 7 for when they wake up. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, I'm on earlies, so I can't. But potentially that's where I need to chat to my other half and go, look, I can't do it in the mornings because of this, so I need just a little bit of time afterwards to do it. Or I train. Either one of those two, as long as I'm moving forward, that'll be great. So my plan for today is to make my plan. All right. Failure to plan to fail. So I need to get that plan in place pronto. So if you are watching this is obviously just me just standing around, but what I've got are these little pop-ups here that kind of just act as little motivational cards. So obviously if you're listening to this you can't see it, but a little card pops up into the corner which has a little motivation blurb, some words to try and pump you up for the day. So I've just got one up now, and I've got unlimited potential. That's what that card says. Now that one, this is a funny one. Well, it's not a funny one, it's a great one, but it's funny because I have always been told that I'm never reaching my potential, even when I was at school. So every year I would have my teachers sit me down and talk to me about, how you're really smart, but you don't apply yourself, you're not reaching your potential, you could do so much better. And then when it comes to exams, this is the type of person I was when I was a kid. I worked out sort of how much marks I needed to get the grades I needed to be able to go to university, right? So uni, I can't remember what they wanted. It was something like 2 B's and a C, something like that at A level. So I would work out from each of my classes what I would need to guarantee me the grades needed for uni, right? And then from that would decide for me how much time and effort I put into each topic, and how much I would revise. If I decided that this class wasn't going to be part of my 3 grades needed for uni, I didn't study for it. I just went off with what I could remember. With the other ones, if I needed a B or an A or whatever it was, then I'd put a bit more effort into learning that. If it was a C, then I'd put less effort into it. And I think it was my GCSEs, I worked out pretty much exactly how many marks I needed to get right. Just to I was aiming for a B or something like that. And that's exactly what I did. And I was very half-assed. Now, when you sort of talk to my parents and my sister, I think there's been a bit of an overarching consensus in our family that I am naturally smarter than my sister, but my sister is an extremely hard worker. So she applies herself so much more than I do, which makes her succeed more than me, especially at school. Okay, because she will knuckle down and she will get it done. She will strive for perfection. Okay, well, obviously, whereas me at school, I just strived to pass. I was coasting. All right, so my sister is extremely smart, but naturally sort of talented and smart. It was always said that it was me, but she had the motivation, the drive to better herself, whereas I just coasted off of naturally being smart. And I've done that a lot throughout my life. And, I'm getting to the point now where if I want to make a success of this, I can't just go off me being me. I've got to put in the effort. Now, in terms of setup, I can't think of anything else I need. To be fair, this place has been ready for a long time, and I haven't done anything with it. So it's just the actual putting in the effort, using the tools I've got, and pushing forward. Hopefully some people might be able to relate to that in terms of, you've got everything set up, but you're still not really making any progress. And it's because you're just not using your time wisely. You're not putting the effort into the right places. So I haven't officially kind of done a little launch of this because I haven't got my logo sorted, but I'm still filming. As rare as it might be at the moment, I'm still filming. I'm still trying to make the content. But then this is the other thing, like podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, done, nice and easy. Streaming, I haven't even thought about streaming at the moment. Like a while ago, I said to myself, I'm not going to stream games anymore. I'm just going to do just chatting and pretty much just do this and just chat to people and try and motivate and chat to dads and people wanting to get healthier and fitter and mindset and everything like that. And I have to be the shining example for that. And at the moment, I'm not. So I come from a very, I would say, real position of people struggling to find that motivation. So if I can pull myself out, it's going to make everything else better content, because talking from experience. And then the little one that drives me crazy because I get sucked into it so bad is TikTok. I do want to run a TikTok account alongside all of this, pushing out content. But it's another thing to think about. It's another thing to plan for, and try and work into the day. So all of it combined, those who are successful on social media and streaming and everything like that, that is 100% down to the effort that they put in and the consistency that they follow. Because I'm not consistent, I'm not putting in the effort, but I need to do both. So if I can be consistent, it could be a game changer. I've had so many ideas. I'm an ideas person, and sometimes they run away from me. So like, I've got so much Pokemon stuff down here, and I was thinking of doing pack openings and card openings, but am I going down a niche? I don't know. We've had this chat before in some other podcasts. So this is kind of my base now, where I'm just talking. I'm standing, I'm moving about because I get articulate, and we can just have chats. Flip side, I don't preset a topic that I'm going to talk about before I start, bad or good. I mean, I'm relatively okay just to randomly waffle and start talking about subjects and whatever pops into my head, but is that something that people are going to enjoy and tune into? Do I need to be more focused, more in control of where the video is going, the stream is going, or can I just wing it? I don't know, but I'm never gonna know unless I try. So that's a goal. That's a goal. Okay, right. I need to sit down, work out what all of this is going to look like, what my goals are, where I want to be this time at the end of the year, this time in 6 months. Could 2023 be a great year for me and the unedited dad? Could this be a previous year where I've said I want to do all these things, but I just haven't followed through with the consistency and everything like that? Only time is going to tell on this one, I think. So I'm gonna leave you with that one. You know what? Actually, what I will do, I'm gonna pick another card. I don't know if. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to sort that out. Apologies. It's not cycling through them, so I need to check what's gone wrong with that. But that's okay. That's fine. So if you're in a similar position to me, you need to sit down, you need to write your goals out, you need to put times on it. When do you want to achieve it by? What are you going to do in all of this time slots that you are giving yourself for it? Because that is absolutely key. You have to set your goal, you have to make sure you know exactly what you're doing, where you're going, have the vision of it, so that you can actually move forward massively. So that's your little takeaway from me today. All right, but keep doing you. My I am for today is definitely what that card said, that I've got unlimited potential. So I am, how do you put this into an I am, I think it's I have unlimited potential, and I want to see where that goes. I want to see what I can do with that. And already, like, before I came in here, I was thinking, do I do one? I don't know if I can be bothered. I don't know if I've got the motivation. I forced myself in here to do one, but now that I've done it, boom, guess what? I feel a bit more motivated. So I'm going to go and do a walkie-talkie, and before I head off to work. Have I trained today? No. Was that originally the plan? Yes. I was going to do a video in here, do a walkie-talkie, head to the gym and train. But because I spanked away an hour and a quarter doing nothing, something's got to give. And I don't have enough time now to do a training session. But I do have enough time to do a little walkie-talkie. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and do a little walkie-talkie. All right. So write those goals down. Be specific, get everything planned out, what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, where you want to do it, why you want to do it. and get moving forward, right? Let's see if we can make 2023 the best year. There's a lot of bad stuff going on at the moment, so let's see if we can chuck our own positivity into it, okay? There you go. Enjoy your day. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys soon.